Hello and welcome to the Cambridge test.
Hello, sir.
Tell me your name, please.
I'm Huy, and my English name is Vinny.
Vinny.
I can spell it for you. Vinnie.
Okay, I know it.
Yeah.
I was a great actor named Vinny in one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to talk to you about this information on this paper, and the first part is about food and cooking.
Yes.
Okay, so what sorts of food do you like eating the most?
I like eating boiling foods.
Okay.
Because boiling food it's not having any taste, but if you do add it with fish sauce, and you feel it very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the spicy ones. Korean hot pot is a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
Excellent. In your home, who normally does the cooking?
My sister used to do the cooking, but right now she's not here anymore. She went abroad.
Oh, okay.
So my mom is the one who do the cooking right now.
Very good, very good. Tell me where she went.
She went to USA. She went to Texas, Houston.
Oh, okay. I know it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. So, okay, back to food and cooking. Have you ever seen any cooking programs on television?
I'm not seeing a lot of cooking programs on television, but I used to watch the Master Chef. You know that program. But not seeing a lot of episodes, just 1 and 2, because it's not my favorite program, so it's not gonna watch it a lot. But while watching it, it makes me feel like want to eat because I love food.
Yes.
Yeah. I can eat anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Generally, do you prefer to eat at home, or do you like to go to a cafe or a shop on the street?
Yeah, two of that kinds will have disadvantages and advantages. I prefer eating at home because, it's free and you make it by yourself or your parents make it for you. And all the taste will be like your taste. You taste it, you feel it, and you eat it. Outside, their taste, the person who cook it for you. And you will lose money after you have to pay for it after you eat it. And of course, it's not some shop or some place that is not so clean. And some will be dirty and some is not good for your health. So
yeah, I think I agree with you there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I want to go into part 2.
Yes.
But I have one more question about food and cooking.
Yes.
And can you tell me what's your favorite food that's not Vietnamese food? Can be from any place.
There's a food that my mom made it, but it's from the Italian. It's a spaghetti. Yes, because my mom made it very, very tasty. She put some spaghetti noodles inside the boiling water and waited for it like 15 to 20 minutes. And she buy a bottle of milk like this, and that milk is very, 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 very fat. But just put it in very, very, just a less amount of it.
Yeah.
And then you buy sausages and some like bacons, because my family likes to eat bacons with sausages, not like other city, other country.
Yeah.
Then do it. That will be a very, very long way to do. So like 30 to 45 minutes, you will have the cooking you want. You have the food that you want.
And when it's made by mom, it's made with love.
Yes.
Yes,
love.
very good. Okay, we're going to go to part 2.
Yes.
And part 2 is about houses and apartments. Okay. Do you live in a house or do you live in an apartment?
I live in a house with my parents and my grandma.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you describe it a little bit to me about how big it is and what colors are used a lot, and what about the decorations?
My house is about the white and red decoration color. The outside will be big but it's very, very simple. Inside will be the first spaces will be the living room, because that will be the place that we greet our guests. So, and behind the living room will be the kitchen. The kitchen is very, very big, but that kitchen right now is, let me park the car, park my motorbikes. There are 3 motorbikes in my house, and I
Okay.
parked 3 of it inside the kitchen.
Right.
It still have spaces. Still have enough spaces for
Still
me
have
to.
enough space.
Yeah, for cooking, and maybe sometimes we eat in there too. Um, and that kitchen makes me have a lot of childhood because I used to very naughty in that kitchen. Yeah, I used to have my knife cut into me in the kitchen, and I really like, oh, is this a cut? And I really don't know, is it a cut or not? I'm not crying or something.
Wow.
Well, it's just my childhood is very naughty.
Ah.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, there's some different ways to learn, and learn by
Yeah.
doing is one thing. You know?
Yeah, and my house has 2 stages, one with a lung, and the first 2 other stages will be like floors, floors, yeah. And I'm living in the middle of the house.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can see there's a little balcony in the middle of the house that can see in the living room.
Okay.
I don't know what's that called.
Oh,
Yeah.
interior balcony, I think.
Yeah, I
If
think.
I'm understanding correctly, it's an interesting thing. You can talk to people in the living room, yeah? From the balcony?
You mean the balcony is very normal and very small inside the house.
Okay.
In the back of the house and to the middle of the house, you could see all the things inside the living room, and you could talk to them too. Yeah. And upper level will be my parents and my place where I study and do all the playgrounds or the activities in there.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah. My parents' room is very big, but just only for them.
Yes.
And just like my room too. My room is kind of big, but just only for me and my brother.
Okay.
Okay. But I think in the future my brother's gonna move abroad too. So I think that's my room right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Let's take a look here. In your house, do your mother and father and do they decorate the house with a lot of plants?
Plants is only decorated outside
Outside.
in front of the gates.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We're now going to go to part 3, which is different types of homes.
Yes.
I think you said that your sister lives abroad.
Yeah.
Do you know if she lives in a house or in an apartment?
She lives in the house with their mother-in-law,
Okay.
and yeah, with her husband too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Because I live in an apartment, and in some cities there are many more apartments available than there are houses available, especially the really crowded cities.
Yes.
So there's a lot of apartments, and I wanted to ask you if you know of any advantages of living in a house compared to living in an apartment.
Yeah, this is a very good question, and I really know that the first thing and the very important things, the advantages of living in a house rather than in apartments will be the safety. Because when the apartment is on fire, you get very hard to get out. Because there are a lot of floors and all the people inside there. One family will be like 5 to 6 people, but the least will be like 4 people. So if you keep multiple it into multiple rooms, you will see like lots of people, more than over 200 or 300 people inside the apartments. So if there's a fire, they will keep running like in the like a horror movie or something. Yeah. And they will keep kicking together, like lots of people would die in the apartments. Hard to survive
I
that.
took it out, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always best when the fire happens when people
live
are
in
on
a house.
holiday.
Yeah.
when people are away on holiday.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and also when you live in a home, you are more feeling like a family.
Yes.
Instead of there are other strangers here. You can just be yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So, apartment, and then finding a place to live. When it's time to go to another place, let's say your university is not close to your home, you're going to get an apartment. Is it easy to find a place to live?
Well, find a place to live is easy, but to find a place for good conditioning is not so easy. because there are a lot of apartments that you hire with the low prices, but all their things inside there is not so good. They're maybe all broken.
I agree, I know. Oh, and what about this last question here? Do you agree that there's a right age for young people to stop living with their parents and go and get their own apartment or their own place to live with their own privacy?
Can you ask again?
Yes. Is there a right age for young adults to stop living with their parents and move out on their own?
That would be right. If you live it, you can go to the university that's very, very close to your house. You maybe keep living with your parents, but you have two options. First, you keep the parents still depending on your parents. Second will be like do your own works and use your money not instead of your parents. And but if live far from you go to university that far from your parents, you should hire an apartment, because your parents had worked for you like 12 years of learning in schools, so now it's your turn to work, take care, like back to them.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Anyway, that completes the questions that we had in front of us. I want to thank you very much.
Yes.
Let me get one of these.
Yeah, and know that this is a very, very good conversation between you and me.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Let's
you.
say goodbye to the camera.
Goodbye.